Hey guys, my name is Colin Marshall. I'm a junior at Michigan State, and I'm also part of the Thrive with Less documentary project. Last night we had our second community dinner, which is something that I personally look forward to every week. It's a time when we can all come together and share a home-cooked meal and just simply enjoy each other's company. I think it's personally something that I don't do enough with friends, and it just feels good to just laugh and have fun and eat dinner together as a group. It's something we don't do often enough. But another cool thing about the community dinners is it allows us to talk about how the challenges are going. You know, what's your progress? Is it tough? Is it easy? And most of the group members are finding that the challenges themselves are really not all that bad. A lot of them have just become habit. It's not something that's in the forefront of our minds. We're 2 weeks in and at this point sort of used to wearing the same clothes all the time and biking to class, and it's just a normal part of the day. And it's becoming a little bit flat, but the toughest part, it sounds like for most of us, is the thriving part. We're not really sure how to do that. And thriving to us means different things. Some of us are painters, some of us write music, some of us are photographers, filmmakers. You know, it's different for everyone. And most of us really, we just want to connect with people. We want to build communities where we can share stories and just laugh with each other. But it's sort of confusing because that stuff shouldn't be tough, right? Why wouldn't we just do more of it? Why wouldn't we just paint more or go write more songs? You know, it sounds easy, but it's really, really tough. And I think in entering this conversation, we all realize that our focus for doing this project has an even greater scope. Originally, we came into the Thrive with Less project as with the goal of living a minimal lifestyle and improving our carbon footprint and just showing people that we are capable of living with less. And I think that's still a large part of why we're doing what we're doing. But another grander end goal is to be happy. We want to have meaningful lives. You know, we want to do things that are fulfilling, our passions, if you will. And it's a lot harder than we thought. And so we're trying to solve how can we do this effortlessly. You know, you look at artists, you look at, you know, athletes, and it's kind of like that's all they do. That's their life mission. And we want to get to that point where all we're doing is things that we're passionate about. And we're trying to figure out how to do that. So a cool thing about these challenges is it's allowed us to strip ourselves down to really get to the core of who we are and what we're trying to do. You know, much of our lives are distracting. The wardrobe in your closet dictates how you feel about yourself. Are you wearing a cool looking jacket or a sexy dress, or did you spill ketchup on your shirt and now you feel self-conscious about it? You know, are we losing touch with the world around us? Are we staying inside our car to drive a short distance to class or to the grocery store? Or are we walking to class or biking and enjoying the fresh air and seeing people's faces as we walk past them? Are we still wrapped up in our social media? Are we communicating through a text bubble or a phone text message, or are we actually engaging in face-to-face conversation where body language exists and inflection of tone and real emotion can seep through things that go beyond the scope of the English language? Are we living within our means? Have we blocked off a space in our living room and showing ourselves that yes, we're capable of living with less? And if the answer is yes, are we doing all these things? Are we making an effort to become better people? Then why aren't we satisfied? Why aren't we thriving? And that question is not easy to answer. We're not sure. There's this disconnect going on that tells each of us, well, we're following the steps, right? We're following the guidebook. We're doing the challenges. So why aren't we thriving? And I don't think it's something that just happens. And I also don't think that there's an end goal like Matt was talking about in a recent blog he posted. it's something that we're always working toward, and we won't get there. We'll never get there. And it sounds kind of discouraging, but I personally don't ever want to stop trying, because the progress I'm making just within a 2 weeks time period has already exceeded any sort of personal growth that I've done even over the span of a year. This project is just incredible, and the people involved are amazing, and it's been just a trip, and I just can't wait to see where it goes. And I can't wait to get to the point where I say to myself, yeah, I'm living out my passions, and everything I do in an all-encompassing way is meaningful.